A North Dakota man was poisoned by his girlfriend. Police say he was fatally poisoned with antifreeze by his girlfriend over a $30 million inheritance and was not trying to give her any of the money. But it was all a scam. He was a victim of an online fishing expedition. He got an email saying a distant relative has some money for him. They just passed, so it's about to be yours. All we got to do is meet with the lawyer at some hotel and then he'll have all the money. So she thought that he was going to get this money and leave her. Basically, if I can't get anything, then you get nothing. And she poisoned him and she killed him. And his son eventually came out and said, no, there was nothing. There was no relative. There was no inheritance. We're all just regular old people, broke. We're all trying to make it still. Like, that wasn't real. And now she's about to be in prison forever for no reason. Like, I'm not saying there will ever be a good reason, but 30 million is a decent reason to. I'm not saying I'm not saying you should do that. I'm just saying it would be logical. Like, I understand why someone would do that. Oh, you trying to cut me out of 30 M's? Damn. You know, I get it. That's logical. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm just saying I could understand why someone would do that. To then at the end find out that it was all for nothing, that's the same as dying. So Ina Thea Canoyer, 47, murdered Stephen Edward Riley Jr., 51, by feeding him poison on September 3rd, the day he had met with the quote-unquote lawyer to collect the whopping sum, police say. It was a scam. Riley's son, Ryan, told the New York Post in an interview, quote, he was convinced he had inherited the money and was going to receive it when the supposed lawyer landed, but the supposed lawyer never showed up. So they didn't even meet with a lawyer, and she freaked out. In response to the Post story, a Minot Police Department spokesperson said that they have no evidence that the inheritance is real, but investigators believe that both Riley and Canoyer thought it was legitimate. So even though it wasn't really real, they believed it. He was probably making plans. Oh, he did make plans, actually. We have that in a minute. So he was making plans and she was making plans. And then when she realized that she wasn't in his plans, it got real dark. So Ryan, his son, went on to tell the Post that his father had been planning to break it off with Canoyer for a while. He described his dad as caring, which, of course, that's his son, but that his patience had worn thin with the suspect, calling her lazy, adding that she never had a job. They obviously had enough to live, so I'm not saying that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's just a thing. It's just part of the story. When countless people's pockets go wrong, right? He said his father received an email from a person who claimed to be a lawyer of an unknown distant relative and agreed to meet with Riley at the airport to sign off on the money. He was convinced he had inherited the money. He planned on getting acres of land, getting me and some of my brothers a chunk, then opening his own auto shop. Someone says, I got 30 million for you. And his idea of living luxurious is getting some land, giving some to his kids, and then opening up an auto shop. And that's the guy who was killed. That's so messed up, man. That's why I love watching those videos of the scammers getting scammed, because of stuff like this. They don't realize that that really hurts people's real life. Even if they think like, oh, I'm about to get like $500, $1,000. Like, no, look at this. Now what? 2 people's lives ruined over a joke. Not even a joke, it's a scam. It wasn't a joke. It wasn't for laughs. It was to get money out of them somehow. Look how quickly people will switch on you, you know? They were together for all this time and then some money get in the people's way. But you know what they say about money, man. It doesn't change people. It just shows who people really are. Be safe out here, y'all. Peace.